From birth, I lived with my mother and her two sisters. But then came the time we all moved in with my grandparents, my grandmother's parents. And even though I was probably 3 and she only lived a couple of years, I do have some memories of her. One day she was reading to me, and had been reading for quite a while, and I remember, like all of them, Mom and her two sisters, saying, you know, Mom, you're tired, you've read enough, you don't have to read anymore. And she said, like, I'll read as long as I want to. And it made me feel important because she wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I remember her walking out to the barn one night. She had to do the chores. No one had come home. And I knew she was upset. She didn't actually say anything, but just how fast she was walking and her dress whipping around her ankles when we went out there. And I remember one day she set off over the hill by the barn, and she went and picked wild strawberries. And then she came home and she made jam. So I remember her working, I guess, like they'd killed chickens, and I remember out there churning butter and being busy and doing things like that. Grandfather spoke Mohawk, but she didn't. She learned it, though. There was enough people around her that spoke that she learned it after they got married. And I guess they just talked to each other, and I picked up different words. And I remember Mom or one of her sisters, I'd say something and they'd ask her, Mom, what'd she say? And she'd tell them whatever it was that I'd said. They were pulling a wagon or moving a wagon around in the yard, and they were pulling it, and I was in it, and I was calling them horses. So yeah, not a lot of memories, but like comforting ones, I guess. We learn something from everybody we meet, right? And just the way we're listening and watching and learning from someone else is doing that with us. So throughout our life, we're learning and we're teaching what maybe unconsciously all the time. And I don't know as we're a people of a lot of words, and perhaps that's one of the reasons, because words have power. And to say things thoughtlessly, someone else might be listening and picking up something you didn't actually intend.